Hey, what's up, guys? We're Vanguard Heroes, showing our faces for the first time. I'm Min.
I'm Diego.
I'm Paul.
So it was a while getting all three of us together. Diego and I live closer, but Paul lives in Canada.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank Domino Paris 21 for this opportunity on his channel Spotlight.
Yeah.
So
if we're not as handsome as you thought, stop thinking so hard.
Question: how long have you been playing the game? I actually started playing the summer of last year, so summer of 2013, which will now make it almost a year. I started when Set 12 first came out in Japan, Binding Force of the Black Ring, while over here I believe Set 9, Clash of Dragon at Night just came out, so I started somewhere around then. I didn't actually get actual cards till earlier this year during February.
Yep.
So my first deck is Revenger when Binding Force came out, of course. And yeah, so almost a year now and still loving it.
Yeah, I think I've been playing since I think February when Min got his Revengers, around that time. So I'm not exactly sure how many months was that.
Oh yeah, you picked up the
6 months. 6 months.
6 months.
Gold Paladin trial deck, right?
Yeah, I picked up because as soon as I saw the shadows, I was like, dude, I was itching for like a deck, like a good.
Yeah, and the Dimensional Police one wasn't coming out for a while.
Yeah, I had to wait on the DPs, so I just went in, bought a Gold Paladin, tried to sack it myself, so you know. But yeah, I've only been playing for 6 months, but it's definitely really fun, and I love it so much.
So basically, I've been playing like a month, like less than Min. Like our timeline is completely the same, except mine's like shifted like a month forward. Like me and Min started like trying different programs like Evolve and like
Evolve,
Evolve,
Prey War.
One, yeah.
Like
what?
yeah, we just didn't have CFA.
CFA
We didn't know about it at the time. CFA existed, but like really old.
This
CFA.
is back when CFA was like just the list.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
All the rooms.
Like there's no sprites and like moving and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's just room. You go into a room and hope to get a stranger or try to find your friends. So
True.
that was really interesting.
Yeah, it was like a dueling network, if you guys know what dueling network is.
Yeah, I'm like the Vanguard baby then.
So, why do you love Cardfight Vanguard? Artwork. Number one,
oh, yeah,
artwork.
definitely.
The only game I can
Me
say
too.
with better artwork is Pokemon.
Pokemon is
artwork
beautiful.
is just beautiful artwork. But Vanguard is pretty up there. Much better artwork than Yu-Gi-Oh, which I used to play.
Yeah.
And
better than Magic, which we all don't play,
I've
but
never played Magic.
I'm sort of familiar with it.
So number one is artwork. Number two is the surprise factor. It got enough luck factor to where a complete newbie can go in with a trial deck and just beat someone who's been playing the game for a while. And it's always fun because of that unpredictability factor. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not too much on luck as one would think. Like, it's not every attack you flip head. It's not like,
no way you're gonna
it's not a flip head or tail for every attack. I know, like with Pokemon, like constantly, there are some cards you have to constantly flip a coin.
Dude,
for effects, for like anything. Like, there are some games that involve a lot more luck, but at the same time, there are just very linear game like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, once your life point, like, you know, if you guys know what it is, you know, once you attack, you either really take that attack, but with Vanguard, even if you take the attack, there's a survivability factor known as heal. There's a comeback factor from crits.
There's comeback mechanics.
Yeah, there's comeback mechanic. You're never fully out. So I think that's the fun factor, just a bit of that unpredictability, which makes it really fun.
And in Vanguard, there are no, like, the way Bushiroad did it, I don't think they did it on purpose, but if they did, oh my god, they're so smart. But either way, like, the way card fighting is set up, there's no one, like, broken deck. Everyone can beat each other, like, there's always been, okay, Mega Colony beat Kagero, oh my god, that's crazy.
there is a high tier, like, you know,
well,
we don't know about.
Yeah, there are tiers, there's a meta.
Like,
but there's no, like, one broken deck that'll just, like, OTK, okay, I'm just gonna sit here, oh, FTK, oh, okay.
It could happen, but it's a lot harder to pull
it's a lot harder in Vanguard. Because
You definitely can't FTK. You definitely can't FTK.
You can
also,
FTK.
decks last. Like, I still see some Alfred deck around, like MOB, the end, like Season 1 deck, still taking on decks from Season 3 Break Ride and Season 4 Legion.
It's
and
crazy.
They visit some of the older cards a lot to give them support.
Yeah.
So
that's the most important part, actually.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, either Bushiroad is so smart, or they just luck sack themselves.
I like how it's, like, not as diversified. Like, there's a set amount of clans. Yeah. And each clan gets the same amount, like, same amount of support.
Not same. No, they do not get
they don't get the same amount of support, but they all do get support.
Yeah, like, enough to make them viable.
Except for one clan.
In Stranger.
that
doesn't really count, though. So, I think this moves on to what is your favorite decks?
Yeah.
Mine is the first one I picked up was Shadow Paladin, so it has a special place in my heart, just being the first deck I ever picked up in Vanguard.
Meta. Giant scrub right here.
I played through a lot of them though.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
I played Raging Form, Parader, Gust Blaster Dragon, Original PBO,
Drag Ruler.
Drag Ruler, Swag
Swag
Ruler,
Ruler.
Swag Ruler.
Swag Ruler.
I
Drag
tried
Ruler and
Cormac,
Swag Ruler are two different things. Two different
Cormac and the new Phantom Blaster Abyss, which are Legion card coming out. I've played through a lot of them. The only time I didn't play through them were the season 2 when all they had was Odana. I didn't like how it has to shell up so much.
You also tried Desperate Dragon, did you?
Yeah, I tried Desperate Dragon
Link
too.
Joker.
So, I love the clan in artwork, skill,
Just the
Play
aesthetic,
style.
right?
That's perfect for you.
Yeah, big risk, big reward.
Yeah.
Even if Raging Form doesn't have that factor, being a more medium risk but very high reward, there's just an appealing factor to it. And second is Great Nature. Draw for days.
Dude.
Like, the animal artwork are amazing. I love the skill of just like strategically creating columns and just bashing. And at the same time, it has a shell up factor where after you go that frontal attack, most clans will have to commit to that attack.
Yeah.
Whereas Great Nature, after like a frontal assault, like with those big number, you're actually drawing more card.
Yeah.
So
you have
it's an
so much
attack
more
and
protection.
defense at the same time.
Yeah.
It provides both, and the flexibility of it is
Like
really
you can
cool.
control the pace of the game by
Pretty much,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's really, really cool. And yeah, I think that's just something cool about it. Just the
Yeah.
play style and how you have to learn to play the clan. And, again, artwork is always a bonus.
Yeah, definitely. So like, same kind of thing with Nin. The first clan I've ever played was Dimensional Police, and then I just got hooked on them just because first thing I saw was like the artwork was amazing, and I was amazed by like, oh my god, these look like Gundam, and I was like, this is so cool. And then especially their play style, like the way they play, all focus on the Vanguard as powerful as you can, and then just destroy them as fast as you can, because that's just the way I like it. Like you get
Like
so
we're all like Gurren Lagann fans.
yeah, and like it looks so much like Gurren Lagann. Like you're pretty much you're right.
Piercing ability.
Yeah, and your piercing ability, dude, with that Die Kaiser, so strong.
Yeah.
And then what else? One of my preferred playstyles is also rushing. So my second favorite deck would be the Murakumo deck. But the way I run stands, and my ability to just hit triggers and then stand again. So much fun in that deck.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
pretty
get to-
consistent.
Yeah,
it's actually
it's so consistent.
weirdly consistent.
It's so much
Restanding
fun.
31k,
Restanding 31,
column is
exactly.
fun.
So much fun.
And it's diverse because I think Murakumo has very diverse playstyle. You can play more defensive with
Yeah,
Shiro
you can
Yuki
play-
Break Ride, or you can play full on offensive with 12 crit.
And
Hayeki,
even when
or
the Fire
consistency.
Collection, when
Yeah.
the Fire Collection comes out,
Yeah.
there's a card that literally has both a defensive and offensive skill in it.
It's also
Yeah.
funny because you can really troll with the Link Joker player because you can copy a lot of unit, then all those units bounce back.
exactly,
again.
bounce back to your hand.
And
What are you
then
gonna lock?
they're- so that's really fun too.
yeah, so much fun. Those are pretty much my two favorite decks.
Yeah, my two favorite decks are Genesis and Dark Irregular. Dark Irregular being like the best thing ever made. Because I guess I just like big soul and I like being able to make huge ass plays.
Yes,
Huge
Small
ass
soul.
I'll
Huge
call 'em.
plays with those souls. It's like a resource that you can use that you build over time and then you just explode.
Exactly.
Like
So
just
nice.
wreck people.
Yeah, whenever you're facing Paul, all you're gonna see is enormous columns.
Yeah,
Especially
just
when you
the-
see
the
Doreen,
plays.
just soul charge. And
Yeah,
you're just
Doreen
like,
is my favorite card.
wonderful.
Also, I think you believe in the stop at 10. I think it's just as big as
Yes,
you can.
as big as you can.
Like as long as Doreen's on the field, there's no limit.
Like, why stop at 10 when you can have 19, 20 souls?
Oh yeah, oh my god.
and then you break ride and it's over.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, Doreen's my favorite card actually. What are your guys' favorite cards?
So yeah, my avatar would have to be Die Kaiser.
Yeah.
Too swole, beautiful artwork.
Amazing
piercing
skill.
ability. Oh my
Amazing
god.
skill.
Mordred Phantom actually got me into Shadow Paladin.
So.
He looks sick.
Yeah.
Also,
those look sick.
really good break ride because you gain a unit that you otherwise would have lost. So you plus, not in terms of power, but also rear guard power, making the
Field.
deck a whole lot more consistent. Like you can tutor whatever you need, except a grade 3. So if you could get a grade 3 and thin out your deck by one grade 3, I think that would have been broken. Just because the unit you call out is automatically 16 if you're running 11k grade 3, of course.
Yeah.
But being able to thin out your deck by one non-defensive card is always a plus. So, but grade 2 or grade 1 or 2, him calling out is also really good.
Yeah.
Also,
it's
his
still
lore
really good.
was what drew me to.
His lore was sweet.
His lore was amazing. So for those of you who don't know, definitely read up on Mordred Phantom's lore.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So what will subscriber expect to see from our channel?
Yeah.
So we do Cardfight area, obviously.
Yeah.
That was how we started out. We're gearing towards, with more of us getting Cardfight, and we're building up a communities of our friends that are playing. Definitely more live Cardfight.
Yeah, we actually started out with box openings, actually.
Yeah, we actually started out with box openings. So
and the first Daikaiser trial.
Yeah, my trial there.
So definitely more box opening, more decks opening.
We got like surprise pack openings too. Those are fun.
Deck profiles.
Yeah, deck
profiles.
Lots of deck profile. You request it, we'll try to build something fun. We don't always go meta, or like you'll see it with a lot of our decks that we show up on CFA. It's option based because diversity is fun, even though there's a consistency, stability part of it.
And there's also, Min always does Vanguard news, and we won't normally be part of it unless we're all like tripping balls about something. But like, it's definitely Vanguard news.
Like the Fighters Collection.
The Fighters Collection is
because I'm a news junkie, so I search up news every day just because it's a fun way for me.
He goes out and actively searches for the news, where we just like.
I mean, I kind of get it.
We just get it. Like we're subscribed to the Min news
channel. So definitely Vanguard news, deck profile, openings. Discussion from time to time. Like Fighters Collection was such a big deal that we had to do a discussion about it. So definitely a lot of things coming. You won't always see meta, or definitely rogue is not specific. It's whatever we feel like playing. Pretty much. And since we don't call ourselves expert in every single deck, it will sometimes be hard.
Obviously not.
Yeah, no,
obviously not.
We have like I know most the playstyle except Bermuda. I'm still so lost on Bermuda. But I'll try to learn it and then do something with it. Definitely a lot of research helps. So pretty much anything you guys want to see or whatever we feel, hyped about, a deck we feel hyped about for the time, definitely. Yeah. Also, a spectating match is a great way for me to get out content, for decks that otherwise we'd have trouble playing. Of course, it's really hard on CFA because you're looking at about... not a lot, like less than 50% of the player actively playing with a deck like they know, so like a real good game going on. Really good. And shuffling system was always a thing, so you'll see a lot of sacking. But with Vanguard, sacking on any channel is necessary.
Yeah.
Also, we were thinking about an idea to do on CFA. The random room. Now
a lot of people have taken advantage of random room.
There. I haven't gone in there yet.
It is so fun. So definitely more of that coming.
Like we might just make a series of like random room.
Yeah, random room episode 1.
And then we're also writing up some skits, some comedy.
Yeah, we are doing that. That should be fun.
So that should be fun filming.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna film that because I'm like in Canada. Like it just might be you two.
I mean either way, like.
No, don't worry.
We'll try and do
have an idea.
As long as Paul's here.
Just splice me in. Just
it'll work. So for topics, we were provided with 3 topics to talk about. Are all deck created equal? Does this game involve more luck or skill? And meta discussion, top deck and rogue deck. We feel meta and are all deck created equal are just kind of, meta is depending on where you live.
Yeah.
And, there's no definite meta. It's usually about how many players are interested in the deck. Yep. So, rogue deck can become meta as soon as people, start to see that they're effective. And
jump on that.
Yeah. And then are all deck created equal? Obviously not.
That's really not true.
It's really not.
Based on supports coming out, how clients that consistently get support versus not. So we decided to go with, does this game involve more skill or luck? Now, with my personal opinion, I believe the game is usually 70% luck and 30% skill. However, this only applies to players with equal skill level. You won't, even with a newcomer going against someone that have been playing for a year or 2, you might get off a trigger win or when the other guy get great stock. However, for most of the time, when both of you are not great stock, what will usually happen is the person with more experience will come out on top.
Yeah.
Or the person who theories their deck better.
Exactly. Deck construction.
Deck building is a really big role.
Yeah, deck building and plays. So, but when you have 2 players with a very similar skill level, you have the small plays where someone might misplay, and that's the 30%. Plays does matter, and how you think you will fill the column.
Yeah, if you misplay and you just have a free card that
so skill does matter. You can't say skill is not there. However, with any trading card game, luck is always a factor. However, with trigger, great stock, it becomes more of a factor in Vanguard to where I can say about 70%. Is it 50-50? Not always. When you have 2 players at the same level, most likely it'll be more due to luck, what you draw, what you get on your drive check, what you damage check. A lot of those factors will come into play, and that's why I believe it's 70% luck. And
I agree with that.
Especially when you always have to take into account if they're the same skill level, because you can't be Morikawa and win a game because.
Not saying you can't though.
Well, yeah, not saying
Crazy
you can't
man.
just pull out a
That's-
trial deck
that's the
and
thing.
destroy the
Yeah,
entire card
it'll be
shop.
an uphill battle, definitely
Yeah.
though. So, again, that shouldn't. I think, but that's an appealing factor.
Yeah, actually though.
You're never going to be counted out. Let's say you're a good player, but you've been losing a lot. Now, there's a couple factors. Are you building your deck wrong? Have you been misplaying because of stress? Other life factor.
Yeah.
However, most of the time.
I failed my test earlier, man.
Yeah,
I just can't hit the triggers.
Dude, that's how I am. Dude.
Yeah, and sometimes you can blame it, but the game gives you a chance to say, "Oh my God, I was great stuck. I got trigger sag." Like
I keep drawing into crit triggers.
It just wasn't my day. So sometimes that appeal can really help your mentality. At the same time, player will sometimes let it get to them that it's
I was like, wow,
their
I
fault.
suck. Like, it's all my
so
fault. Yeah.
it's not always your fault. So I think that's an appeal factor of the game.
But sometimes it is your fault. Remember that it's sometimes your fault. It's sometimes your fault.
You can see the spectrum of optimism. Just
Yeah,
like
right.
how he
I'm just in the middle.
So you keep it real.
Yeah, for real though.
But definitely. So about luck versus skill, that's pretty much all we have to say about it. And if you guys think otherwise, then you guys can leave it in the comment below.
Let us know, dude.
Let us know what your opinion on this game are, even though it'll be on Domino's Paris. We'll still be watching. Not to give that video more view, but of course we want to see if you guys can have.
Yeah, we really want like feedback on our stuff because we're still a pretty young channel. We want you guys to let us know like if we're doing good, if we're doing bad, what we're doing bad. Please let us know. We want to be able to put out amazing content and just share with everyone.
Yeah, this actual question, like more skill or luck, it reminds me of the series that Domino actually made that we're like on this channel, like bad player, bad luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that entire series, it's pretty much this question, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it's like, should I have guarded that much? Should I have not guarded that much?
Yeah, so again, situational stuff too, so definitely let us know your opinion.
Yeah,
and once again, I would like to thank you, Domino Paris 21, for giving us an opportunity to show ourselves, our ideas, and giving us a chance to show off what our channel is about. And definitely thank you for that. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Min.
I'm Diego.
I'm Paul.
This is Vanguard Heroes, signing out.
Peace. Welcome, Domino.